Hello, everyone. Let's see. You're just give me 30 seconds to finish processing my tea, which I definitely need today. And I will be with y'all. Trying to start the stream so I could say I was only 30 minutes delayed. So, which we were only 30 minutes delayed, but yeah, 30-minute delay is still 30 minutes more than it should be. So. But anywho, just give me another 30 seconds or so, and then I'll be ready to go. Give me another 15 seconds more accurately. It's looking like it's gonna be some nice, rich tea. There we go. Alright, ladies and gents. Let's go ahead and get started with everything today. What we need to do is... Here, we need to come over here to this view. Here we go. What I'm doing real quickly before we go ahead and continue is, download the delivery. Zebo 737 800 Zebo 737 800 BA livery. Let's see here. Don't exactly need the one operated by Comair, but we might go with it. Let's see. We could also get the default Boeing. Let's see. Let's first off install livery first, Flatterday. You know what? No. How about the house livery? Zebo 737. Could go Euro wings though. Other way, I don't know. Let's just find a. Let's just quickly find a livery we can use for the 737 for today. And then we can quickly install it, and then we'll fly the Zebo for today, which I do believe is a little bit better than the level up, even though the level up in a weird way is based on it. Anyway, Zebo. This works. And watch how easy it is for liveries in Xplane. Gonna come over here, extract, and open up the Xplane drive, which I do have my own drive for Xplane just because it helps keep everything. I don't know. Aircraft. I'm not research this because this here is the Zebo. Liveries. And then it is Copy those in. There we go. Now we can go ahead and open up Now we can go ahead and open up Xplane. Tonight I'm thinking we'll go Eddie to Heathrow is what I'm thinking. Let me quickly go ahead and boot up my AFB here. Wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I deleted. What? Invalid. Oh. Oh. Just remember I deleted some aircrafts, but I didn't think. Let's see, it was once the CR 122. Oh. Re-download. Say my other one. We're gonna have to repair this, unfortunately. Gonna have to repair this, unfortunately. Let's see. Xplane. Installer. I'm gonna have to redownload this as well. Shit, this might take a few minutes then. One second, everyone. It's gonna take a minute. I might have to redo this. It'd be a pain in the literal arse. Oh wait, I know the issue. I forgot to I know the issue. I know the issue. I forgot to run Xplane map enhancement. Yeah. I know the issue. Hopefully I don't get an error anymore. Forgot to run XPMA. I'll give it a moment. But it was giving an error related to the series. I don't really understand why it would do that. No, it's still saying... Still giving an error for the... Okay. In that case, I should probably reinstall Xplane. Alright. Well, I screwed that up. So I was told that you can just remove whatever aircraft you want all willy-nilly in the Xplane folder. Apparently that's not true. So now I have to quickly, kind of like in a weird way, reinstall those default aircrafts. Aircrafts that, to be clear, I will never use. I'm never going to use some of those default aircrafts. Right, I have no interest in flying like the Cirrus Vision Jet or the Cirrus CR whatever. But I need to quickly update Xplane then. Or I need to quickly reinstall Xplane, which shouldn't take that long. Well, I say reinstall, but really it's fix what's there. So, kind of in a weird way, like a repair. So, well, yeah, it is by definition a repair, so. In that case, yeah, so, thinking we'll go out of Edinburgh and go bound for Boston today. Or, not Boston. How do you want a fucking long flight? Thinking we'll go out of Edinburgh, bound Heathrow today. And then we'll go, maybe Heathrow, Frankfurt, I don't know. Let me see, Meetar to download. Alright. There we go. Now it's re-downloading some of this aircraft. Damn, I'll have to reach out to James and tell him about that. Maybe he'll tune in. Maybe around like 3 or something when he wakes up. So, by the way, on Tuesday, guys, I have something very, very special for everyone. I have something very, 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 very special. Flying with the whole aeronaut crew. It's across the pond. Alright, come on now. I know it's installing, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. Was it the bloody scenery INI folder that I needed to update? That had the issue. It might have been, actually. It might have fucking been. The scenery.ini folder. Or the scenery.ini file. That's probably the fucking issue. Ah, whatever. Got plenty of space to use up. I got plenty of space to use up on this SSD here, so it's fine. Think that again. That's probably the whole fucking issue. That's probably the whole fucking issue, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Fuck. Fuck! Finishing up. Come on out. Finish up. There we go. Alright, let's see if this will work now. Just gotta close that. I gotta close this and then restart exit PME. Start next PME. There we go. Now we should be Now we should have some luck. Now we should have some luck. By the way, I've been told that I have about 15 updates that I have to do for Microsoft Flight Sim. So. Alright. New flight. We should be taking this aircraft today. We should be in... Yeah, that one, or we have... Wait, what's the difference? I don't know. Alright. Let's get, first something. Quickly take a look at Eddie. Winds for Eddie. Rain. Okay. Damn it, it really has rained every day in the UK this year. Right, Eddie. See what default Eddie looks like. Go stand 8. Alright, there we go. Let's get in. I'm gonna quickly generate a summary flight plan. Which unfortunately I do have to download by hand. Speedbird 3-6 Romeo. No, not that we're doing this on Vatsum. Because we aren't. That'd have been horrendous. Departing Eddie, arriving Heathrow in the 738. Generate flight. Alright, and I need to go ahead and quickly get SimBrief downloader up because what we need to do is... Yeah, we need that, but we also need... Give it a second. Give it a second. It really isn't working. Alright, what we need to do is we need to Zebo mod. Yeah, maybe I really should check the scenery.ini folder real quickly. Alright, let me really quickly check the scenery.ini, which I might need to custom scenery. I might need to okay, looks fine, so alright, we'll try this again. Alright, let's go ahead and try this again. Oh shit, forgot. Start this again. Damn it. Okay, now I have to wait for Xplane to get up. Damn it. Quit. I keep forgetting I have to start. I have to start XPME. Alright. Let's see here. Now we should be looking better. Hopefully now everything should be working. And my back's a little itchy. New flight. Eddie. There we go. Start flight. Alright. Whatever time's a charm. I think this is like the 5th time. I'll go ahead and give the time it needs. Unless something got corrupted somewhere. In which that'll be very, very annoying. Well, with preloading, it appears to be working now. It appears to be it appears to be loading now. It appears to be working correctly. Yeah. So anyway, we'll go from Eddie to Heathrow. And then we'll go. I'm just going to turn off Phantom Edge real quickly. There we go. And then we'll go from Heathrow to, and then maybe we'll go Frankfurt to somewhere. And I think if we can have another 3 successful flights in Xplane, then what I think is once we have like another 3 successful flights, I think then we can go on VATSIM for the first time, which may or may not be tonight. I'm thinking it won't be tonight. I'm thinking it might be tomorrow night. But anyway, we will see. We will see about VATSIM. But yeah. Welcome aboard, Angel. We are launching the Zibo 737-800 for Xplane, and we're gonna fly that from Heathrow to Edinburgh. It'll be from Edinburgh to Heathrow. A tad, ever so slightly. Allows me to concentrate on getting this simulator set up correctly, which there's gonna be a lot of minor adjustments which you're gonna see me make. So come on, Xplane. Don't fail on us for a 5th time today. So I don't know what RFS is. I have Microsoft Flight Sim, and now I have Xplane. Microsoft is not bad, actually, not bad. But there are aspects of Xplane that I do very much prefer. For example, with Xplane, there we go. Now we're in. In Xplane, you will always have you will always have accurate PAPIs and accurate ILS. So, all right, it is raining ever so slightly. So, anyway, we're here on the ground, Eddie. let's see. We can go ahead and get the ground power now. Yeah, this is the, I think this here is the SIVO. Wait, what? It's weird. Alright. Yeah, the external power. Let's go and get the batteries on. Known lights to bright. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Alright. Emergency lights to arm. Alright. So these visuals are not bad. Now, one of the things I have been told I need to work on today is get the cabin doors open. I need to work on setting up some views for today, so that'll be our primary objective. Okay, why is get the level up's a little better on this from this standpoint. In metal, ouch. Alright, come on now. Oh, I need the where is it? Plugins, better pushback, preferences. Hide the magic squares. And then it's keeping all these settings, right? Yeah, it did. Good. Only just waking up, to be honest. I have the sleep schedule of a bloody bat. Okay, that's working. Alright. Let's see here. All we need to do right now is I need to figure out a way to set up some views. So let's see here. I need to yeah, but Microsoft Flight Sim, it's not meant for mobile. It's not meant for mobile, right? And just because you say you want it doesn't mean it's a different market, is what I'm saying. It's a different market. Alright, I need... Alright, let's see here. Left. Ditch that, ditch that, ditch that, ditch that. Ditch that, ditch that. Yeah, it's a different market. So just because you say you want to, alright, so go. Move you left slow. Steep. Alright. There's one that looks like it. Yeah, well, it's a different market, though. That's the issue. Right, Microsoft Flight Sim, I'm not going to say it's perfect, because it definitely isn't. But, what I'm going to say is... views, that is views. I need move you right, slow. Alright, first things first, I'm going to quickly check that. Oh, these are opposite. Okay. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright. I'll adjust those in a minute because once they're assigned, I can go back and look them. Alright. Let's see here. Up. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim, I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's meant more for those who have, like, actual sim hardware like I do. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's keyboard use. I wouldn't even say it's keyboard good, so. But in terms of RFS or, the mobile ones, I have no clue what they're like. Alright. Let's see here. Move you up. Is there one for... Oh, it's fine. No, forward. Move. Let's see here. Move forward slow. Yeah, I think I'll stick with my nice sim here. I appreciate the offer though. Because you also have to remember that there's Xplane for mobile. So let's see your back. Are you gonna back up? Yeah, in a moment. If you, or actually, no, I want to talk about that one. When do you go this one? Sorry, I just need to map a few controls, and then I think Xplane might be good enough for me. Then up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll make it in the morning, obviously, easily. Actually, I don't need to wake up until. Actually, what's my schedule for tomorrow? I know it's in the afternoon. Probably go to bed around 5, 6 a.m. I think I'm scheduled for 2. I am, which means around 5 a.m. is when we'll cut out the stream, and then we'll go to bed. Alright, let's see here. Move up. Move you up slow. I think it's Shift Q in Microsoft. And then down. Yeah, I have the sleep schedule of a bat, which people get mad at me for having the sleep schedule of a bat, but I mean, I'm actually fine with it. And the reason that I'm fine with it is... Okay, I just need to go into currently assigned. So, I cannot fly DC-10 because I don't have one. And I don't really like the McDonnell Douglas era of aircraft. Sorry. I just don't. In fact, I wouldn't even fly a 737, but it's only, without spending like, I don't know, $90, it's like the only aircraft that I have right now in Xplane that I actually think is somewhat decent. Move right. And then there should be, and then down it should be slow, but I was actually thinking about doing that. Today we're going to be flying in the British Airways livery, because we're more of a BA today. I mean, we're going to Heathrow, and last I checked, Ryanair said that they would never fly to Heathrow. Let's see, it's down slow. There we go. Done. So now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. That is different. That is different, not gonna lie. So, yeah, we're gonna fly BA today, which, despite what BA currently operates, BA has actually operated 737s in the past. albeit not that many of them, they have operated them. So, alright. I think everything else is working. So, alright, let's go ahead and begin to work on getting out of here. Very slow here, but that's fine. It's fine with me. Alright. First off, can we adjust the brightness of this? Because the brightness of this EFB here is horrendous. Okay, HUD. Yeah, I'll take the HUD. RAS auto, yes. Cell count, no need on cell count. No smoking. Yeah, that's fine. Voice record. Okay, yaw temperature gauge, that's fine. Alright, MCP panel, that's all fine. Fuel cutoff, switches are levers. Give me the switches. Switches are better. And the switches are also working, so. This is the 800. Definitely not the max. Though I do have access to the 900 now. And the 700, and I think even the 600. Switch. Okay, cabin ready, light, yes. Yes, and then P8. Yes. Alright. Displays. What I need here is a way to adjust the brightness of this one, because the brightness of this is horrendous. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong. Let's see, original config. Kilos, HPI, good. Borrow, good. Code and dark, good. Power auto. Okay, sync pilot. You can sync it from the captain. Sync that from that. Alright. So I really just need to figure out a way to get this a little bit brighter, because this is horrendous. Not today, unfortunately. Not today. They have done emergency landings in the past. Let's see. Yeah, you see how much brighter that is? But now that's like really horrendous. Yeah, I have to look this up because. Oh no, we're not flying to space. All right, I need to Zebo 737 EFB brightness adjustment. That's interesting, idiot. And there might be a switch somewhere. Sorry, just trying to figure out how to adjust the brightness here. Because we're still relatively new channel. We've only been around for about a year, and I'm not exactly doing stuff that will, like, quote unquote, gain subscribers, right? I do my own thing, right? And so it's like I'll never ask you. I'll never ask you guys to subscribe, right? I'll never ask you. I mean, I might ask you guys if you found this informational to like, but I'll never do that just because I don't believe it. I feel like you guys are getting told to subscribe so much now, and yeah. Okay, this. No, I still don't like the brightness of this. And we might just have to live with it, unfortunately. Alright. There's like a thing around here. So. But yeah, no, I feel like you guys are just forced all that brain rot into your system too much, and I just want to be a part of that side of YouTube. I mean, at some point, would I love to make money? Yeah, but I'm not gonna go out of my way and say, "Oh, subscribe to the channel." I'm not gonna go that far, because you guys are already fed that too much of that bullshit. Fine, I'll tab. No, this bright. It's EFB brightness. I mean, it should be like this. I think. Damn it, you both. Please tell me there's a way to adjust the brightness here. Visual effects. Maybe it's in here. EFB brightness. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's much better. All right. We might actually. What's the meter looking like at Heathrow? Heathrow is. It's not really gonna be a crosswind landing. You land in whatever conditions are given to you, unfortunately. Alright, let's see here. What we need is oh, actually you might already have it, so. Alright. Before I forget, let's go and get those two align, and then begin to, oh no, I don't want to get the POP yet. Put it in it. Let's see, we need to copy over the FMC position. There we go. Route. Request flight plan. We'll see if this works. In the meantime, what's the QNH for Eddie? Oh yeah, it actually loaded today. Hopefully it's getting it. No, damn it. Damn it. Didn't get the right one. I might have to put this in the second flight plan then. Here, let me delete that. Here, let's see if there's a way to, let's see if it'll actually get the correct one now. I might need to put in the flight number. That's the issue. I might need to put that in. Load. No, damn it. So I didn't do it. We need to clear out the scratch pad. Gulf Lima Lima, going from Eddie. Here we are, speed bet. Oh, actually, really, we should shuttle. Shit, forgot about that. 3-6 from you. All right, will it get it? Will it get the correct one this time? I have no problem going into the folder and deleting it. So. Oh, we do that all the time. We do that all the time. I'm gonna use Xplane today because I want to get better with it. No, so not getting it. Okay, here, say what? Here, we'll take a look at this. Xplane 12. No, I'm gonna do real quickly. Output from Xplanes. Real quickly. And that to quick access. That'll explain why it's not getting it. That'll explain why it's not getting it. It's not downloaded. That's the issue. Alright, there we go. Now if we were to take a look here. Now if we were to take a look here. You should be able to get it. We should get the correct one now. I might need to clear all this out though. Load. There we go. There we go. Yes. Damn, it's an 18 knot headwind here at Eddie. You should have no issue taking off. Alright. Let's see here. Route. Sorry. Wait, what? Right, there we go. Everyone joined the live stream. Appreciate that. Alright, we can execute that. Departure arrival. Okay, this is so much better than the level up. Alright, departure. Gotham 1 Delta 06. That seems about right. Okay, and then Heathrow. Heathrow's gonna be a 2-7 day, but we'll find out what they're using in a little bit. Chances are by the time we get there, they'll begin to do left, right landing operations. Alright. QNH is 984 hectopascals. Nine or 84 hectopascals. Alright. So now, one of the things we do have to do, unfortunately, is we do have to do all this. And unfortunately, we have to do all this ourselves. So, which means I have to take. That means I have to take a second to look at sim brief here and see. So payload. Well, first off, the fuel. Here. Total fuel is going to be 7972. $7972 for fuel. Alright. We have to set it up correctly. We are. Alright. And then for payload. Let's see, what am I looking like for payload? Actually. Wait, what? Yeah. Fuel's in correctly. So for payload, that's going to be 12.8. Okay. And that means our zero fuel weight is going to be 55. That's about accurate. That's about accurate. So. Alright, now I'm gonna round that up to 8. I'm gonna put that at 8.1. I'm gonna put that out at 8.1. Real quickly though. Just give us an extra 100 kilos or so. Cause let's face it, I'm gonna make mistakes. Alright, takeoff weight is expected to be. Yep, that's all within margins. Perfect. Alright, we can. How long until the IRS are aligned? Oh, are they already aligned? They might be. Alright, let's go ahead and get that fuel pump on. Let's go ahead and begin to start up the APU. Alright. And then what we can do real quickly is we can. Let's see here. Edinburgh, Heathrow. That's your maps. So that, yeah, here's what the route looks like. Then I'll go this. I was in this year's Bovington. Right here. Yeah, that looks about. Yeah, that looks Bovington-ish. So it's we are going to be on the New Grow 2 Hotel by the looks of it, and I know because I fly there the New Grow all the time. It would help if we had an autograph integration, but okay, it's fine. Yeah, we do, but it's also fine, just you and I. So, oh great, another bloody update. I have a list of updates to do. I gotta do after the stream. So, all right. Right then, what I need to do is remind me later. Okay, I need to open up an off-graph just so I can take a look at this departure. In the meantime, though, what I also need to do is do a performance init. We can request this. SimBrief should automatically have it in. Our 0 fuel weight is 54.8. Or we can load that in. 54.8 for our 0 fuel weight. Actually, no, it automatically got it. Alright, so for reserves, that's fuel, that's 8.1, I think. There we go. We can execute that now. Now we need to go in. We need to go ahead and I forget how to do this. Just goes to show my inexperience with the 737. Right. Let's see here. Cruising. And wind limit? No. Right. Takeoff. So for takeoff, what's this recommending? So for takeoff, oh great, nice. Oh great, then this is gonna sync. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna chuck all the numbers into SimBrief because SimBrief will give me better margins and much better UI. All right. Can't go flaps 5, unfortunately. Not that I would want to. We can go flaps 10. Improve. Can disable improve climb. All right. These numbers here are what I consider relatively acceptable. Sorry, I have a note here of our all of our flap settings we can take in the 7.3, which not great. All right, so it's going to be a flaps 10 takeoff. That would automatically calculate for us. Right. Here, is there any takeoff limitation? No, there isn't really. Alright. So the wind is quite strong. The wind is 060 degrees, 18 knots. I saw that lightning. Selected temp is 3. Sorry, no, that's not a selected temp. Selected. Actually, no, I don't want selected temp if there's a storm out. And then runway condition will be wet. Let me just disable assume temp. Yeah, we're not going to use assume temp if that's out. So, all right. And then the QNH is 984 hectopascals, right? Yeah. And I'm saying condition is wet. Yeah, it is. Flaps 10. You're not doing selected temp. Runway slope. What's the slope for the runway? Sure, I'm just trying to figure out why these numbers are so far off. Because if you do everything correctly, the numbers should be relatively dead on. Oh, that's why. Wait, what? Because these numbers here are higher. Well, that would make sense. Okay. You know, we're just gonna go with these numbers because these numbers here are probably a bit more accurate. All right. So that'll give us with some margin. So, all right. I think. Here, let's get the checklist up before I forget them. All right, did that. We did that. Voice recorder as needed. Flight deck door access. Yep. Yeah, I might need to ever so slightly increase the speeds. I think that's over here somewhere. Yeah, no, it's not because it's open. All right. I'm not going to answer that question due to privacy reasons. And it's like, why do I care? I'm sorry. It's like, why do you care how old I am? There are people who I have revealed my age to that I found on YouTube. Those are people who have become very close friends of mine. Voice recorder, and that emergency equipment. Okay, did that. Is it? Don't tell me. Yep. Did not hear me just say, I saw that lightning. Alright. Ours is aligned. We need to go ahead and get our lovely transponder to TARA. And we'll squawk 2000. Okay. Done. What's our cruise for today? Getting up to 250. Damn, I'm a little behind on stuff here. What's that annoying noise? Oh, that's what it is. Going up to 250. It disconnected the fucking ground power unit. Ouch. Alright. Flight out, oxygen panel, engine panel, it's fine. Landing gear light is illuminated, checked. Flight recorder, I need stall warning, or not gonna need that. Alright. Roger. Roger. Be back at 9:24. That is... in what? 20 minutes? 25 minutes? Sorry, I'm just trying to get the aircraft set up here. Okay, I don't need help. Wait. Why do I have that arrow? parking brake as needed. Okay, I gotta turn off those arrows. Alright, preliminary, so you have pre-flight, you get that. Okay, let me go ahead and quickly, checklist is fine. Let's see here, ground. Let me, there's some settings here that are, let's see here, where's the arrows? I have a real parking brake, by the way, which clearly is broken, so, roger. Oh good, we're gonna be up in the air here soon. Visual effects. Where is it? Looking for the bloody arrows. Arrows or indicators. Oh wait, hide. There we go. All right, get back to checklist. We have done that. We have done all that. All right, pre-flight briefing complete. Okay, we can run through all these checklists real quickly because I don't need them. I will say these checklists here are actually really, really good. And these checklists here are actually, we're gonna aim for that. We're gonna aim for a nice, good landing. Though, I will warn you, everyone against true butcher landings. True butcher means technically perfect. Right, so landing directly in the touchdown markers, maintaining a nice stable approach. Right, it's not gonna be super soft. Right, you want to feel it. You do want to feel the landing. You don't want it to be. You definitely don't want it to be a complete banger. But you do want it to be a nice, solid, stable landing. Right, roughly around 200 feet per minute is ideal. You don't want it to be about anything below about 100, because then you run the risk of floating it, and it's really an unstable approach at that point in time. So you really want to go around. But definitely anything above like 350 feet per minute you could be improved upon. So, all right. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and quickly set this. So initial altitude on the Goss M1 Delta. If I can get the flight plan in SimBrief, or right, if I can get the flight plan in Novograph. We are not flying on VATSIM today, so no need to do any kind of ATC announcements. Right, it'll be up to 6,000. It'll be 6,000 initial. Okay, I do see what James means by the texturing here not being perfect, but I mean it's fine. I mean it's not bad. It's fine. So, all right. Initial heading out of Eddy is. Okay, runway heading out of Eddy is 060 degrees. It is perfectly dead on. Okay, and we'll go initial speed about 200. So what we'll do for initial speed. Okay, I know people prefer the level up, but I'm gonna say I prefer the Zebo. It's weird because because technically the level up is based on the Zebo. All right, course is 060 degrees. Flight directors both need to go on. You can go ahead and go LNAV and. No, I'm an idiot. LNAV and VNAV. In terms of lights, anti-collision lights on now. Alright. There we go. I believe we are now... Actually, I'll turn off those for right now. Alright. Checklist. Alright. Before start, already did those. We already set the MCP. Takeoff speed. Taxiing takeoff briefing. Alright, so we're going to taxi down. So we're going to... So currently we are at stand 8, I believe. I should say. I mean, this is default scenery, but no, I'm going to say... I'm going to say default scenery is not bad at all. Alright. I will say, though, this Xplane does look a bit outdated. Alright. We need to close those doors. Alright, not seeing the stand number. But inside the flight deck is not too horrendous. Alright. Let me quickly just close the doors. Doors. Here, where are the doors? I do not want to go to, whatever, 7% bet. You might want to get a charger then. You might want to get a charger. Alright, let's see. Let's see here. Are they shutting that door? So you definitely cannot fly with that door open. Alright. Doors, there we go. Close the door. Alright, there we go. I believe we are now ready for a little bit of push and start. So, wherever we are, we'll face south. Or sorry. We'll face southwest on Foxtrot.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Noted. Alright.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Noted. Just gonna get those on. We are on AP power, as we have been for a while. Packs are off. Noted. Yay. You can go ahead and get those on. Okay. Go ahead and switch over to the packs ones for Whippler. Fasten seatbelts. You can get those all on. I need to get like a mock fun, because in the real aircrafts, the way that they do their the in-flight announcements are. Okay, I also need to reset some views here. Yeah, one's for airborne. In the real.
Okay, all doors
Actually,
and
I
hatches
say
are
that, but
closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
parking brake is set. I beg your pardon? Wait, what? Why is the parking brake all of a sudden not working? Come on now. Where is it? Where is it? Two brakes, that's fine. Parking. Back. Realism, maybe. There we go. You gonna begin to push us back?
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, wait me a second. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Alright, yay. Get those guys on. Engines to ground. APU bleed on. Alright, we can go number 2. Oh, look at me starting engines in a 737 correctly for once. I have a very, very bad reputation for this thing. Starting engines. Alright, monitor for 25% N2. And then at 25% N2, we can go ahead and do whatever. Right, we are. That's 21, 22, 23, 25.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting toes. Stand by.
In the meantime, flaps to full. This headset's just gonna go right here for right now. Welcome back. Alright, why is there a already trimmed? Why is that being weird? Alright, systems. Maybe because the yaw dampener is off.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Why is this weird? No, we're probably. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay, why is this being weird? Joystick. Yoke. I know what that is. Hey, there's something in here that I did. I can't fly like this. And it thinks it's like this as well. So, thank God for the bloody flight controls check. Hardware. No, one guy different. Alright. Let's see here. Wait, what? Wait, what? That makes sense. Right toe brake. Left toe brake. Wait, no, this here should be left. That way there should be right toe brake. This here should be. Okay, rudder's working fine. Anything else that might be assigned to aileron? Thank God for the bloody flight controls check. TCA, okay. Anything else that might be... Okay. What about this? This here should be all none. Is there anything else that should be set that might be set to anything aileron related? Speak now, please. Tiller. Yeah, nose wheel tiller. Okay. This here. Just gonna make sure there's nothing else. Done. Still a little off, which is ever so slightly concerning. But I'm not gonna fly like this. quickly switch that off. And then before I forget, back to auto. Alright. Alright, everything else though is up, down, left, right. Yaw. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's quickly get. Okay, response curve. Good, good, good. Okay. What's one? Okay, roll. Trim left. That's what, 11? That is actually fair. Oh, it's bloody trim. Fucking hell, it's bloody trim. Okay. Alright, now we're ready. So we have, in terms of lights, taxi lights on, only turn off lights on, and why not strobies? Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I don't know what time we're going to be streaming. It'll most likely be around the same time, around 10, or around 10 p.m. U.S. Eastern. I should probably put the New Car 2 hotel in for whatever. Alright. Again, I know that this scenery, I know that this doesn't look the best. But there are aspects here that do in fact look better than MSFS. I feel like this does a much better job at replicating the rain. Right. And then I did, I think I have a weird lighting mod, I think. Though, unclear on if I have, I think I have the lighting mod. But, I mean, so this doesn't look the best. I'll admit that. But, it doesn't look bad either. I know that certain grumpy bus driver would disagree with me. Alright, so we did do that. You can go ahead and set flaps to 10. I think that sets them to 2. Okay, it's the bloody trim that did that, though. Okay, let me just verify the weather real quickly, because it's been about an hour. Surface wind 0503 degrees, 19 knots now. QNH still 984 hectopascals. So that's what matters. Okay, I feel like these rudders are much better in the Zebo than they are in the level up. I did not like that level up. People said, "Oh, the level up's better." No, the Zebo's better. Okay, I'll give level up the texturing of everything, but I'll tell you what level up does not have. Systems depth. Yeah, level up does not have the systems depth of this. We can put them on dim. And that's LNAV and VNAV on. Good. Initial speed 200. Good. Alright, engines to continuous for takeoff. Getting total ground speed of 12 knots, that's fine. Let's see here. Checklist. Engine start, we did all those. Actually, what? We are about to enter 06, that is correct. Strobies on transponder is TARA, that's fine. Traffic on, good. Landing lights, perfect. The nav mode set. Autopilot doesn't need engine starts, which is perfect. Auto brake, RTO. And then for wipers, go low ever so slightly. But I do like the effect for the rain, because I do think the rain. Alright, these wipers are actually doing something. I can tell. Alright, auto brake. That's not a takeoff procedure. That. Oh, that's. It is okay. And we're gonna go full throttle on this takeoff. And I forgot I don't have RAS. I don't have RAS officially working yet. Take off. Nope, not yet. Gotta go flaps 10. Must go flaps 10 for takeoff. Flaps 10 set. Alright. Take off.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
We're fine.
80 knots.
80 knots, relieve the pressure.
D1.
Rotate.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Flaps. Gonna put some flaps in.
400.
Noted. Noted. Fly the aircraft to dig it. Follow them fucking flight directors. Right, begin the turn. Once in left, once in the downwind, we will. Yeah, once we're in the downwind, we will go ahead and throw on the autopilot.
As we go.
Noted. Tad bumpy.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Fine. Alright, we gotta get the autopilot on now. Right, I'll tell you what, though, this thing does replicate, turbulence a lot better than it should. Is the auto throttle not on? There we go. Don't know why that got disarmed. So we are going like way over speed. And good, the cabin is pressurizing appropriately. I think. It appears to be. It appears to be. So you're direct combo, and roughly speaking, yes, we are. Well, the aircraft's flying itself now. Through rain. So, ouch. Yeah, you might want to go put yourself on a bloody charger there, mate. Alright. Yeah, so Toga takeoff, definitely the right move there. I mean, this storm is pretty damn horrendous. But alright. Alright, we can go ahead and bypass our climb restrictions now because there's no traffic about. We're not flying on Vatsim today. Can we get the weather radar on, please? No, I know it's not. Well, it might be on auto. Okay, alright, we can climb now, flight level 140. what? That's a small little bug. Oh, wow. Oh, my word. Did it really just replicate that? It replicated flying through bloody turbulence. Holy shit. How the light kind of like just turned off there for a second. Holy. Alright, this. The gear needs to go down. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I want to do down and climb. Holy. This is turbulent. But okay, Microsoft Flight Sim would never replicate this. I mean, I know that the realism settings, I know that my realism settings for Microsoft are in fact set to realistic. They're not realistic. They are not realistic. I mean, this is realistic. This is realistic. You can feel every bump in this thing. I mean, you're seeing every bump. So, get that. That's nice. No, auto brake off. Finnick. You're going to fly the entire way there. We are going to fly the entire route. Okay, but if this flight here goes well, then we will indeed yeah, okay, if this flight here goes well, then we will indeed go on VATSIM tomorrow night. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're not gonna go VNAV right now, we're gonna... No, we're just gonna climb and try to get out of some of this weather. Because... Yeah, if I were to look at VATSIM radar, which we're not connected to VATSIM, but... Yeah, there's definitely a storm right now, Eddie. There's definitely a small storm. Go speed to 70 for now, and we can go ahead and put in an altitude of, we can go and put in our cruising. Of 250. Alright. Why did it disengage the auto throttle? This is my question. Why does it keep doing that? Wonder if there's a setting here. Hopefully that solves that issue. Okay, this doesn't look bad at all. This is not bad. Okay. This here is not actually that bad, so... Okay. Right. Now, what we need to do, real quickly, is we need to put in Heathrow arrival. I'm curious what is Heathrow doing right now. Heathrow runways. Are we using 27 left? Overnight, as a result of change in wind operations exceeding its parameters, seem to be deemed safe to continue operational mode. Interesting. Either way, Heathrow, it'll be the... In that case, it'll be 27 left. ILS 27. ILS 27 left. On the Nugra 2 hotel for Heathrow. Perfect. And then transition, it should say Bovington. Should give you the option for Bovington, but in that, oh wait, where today? Really gonna do it in this area? Grab Eric a second. No. Why am I not seeing Bovington then? Well, we'll go radar vectors then. No, that you're not supposed to get radar vectors. You are supposed to get radar vectors. And this already has it in. Oh, wait, there's Bovington. Execute that. Execute. There we go. Alright, so top climb is... So we are approaching top climb now. No, I'm not gonna say this is bad. I mean, the scenery looks pretty rough. Right? But I'm certainly gonna say that stuff's good. I mean, I'm not gonna say that the modeling here in the flight deck is perfect, because it's not. By the way, this should get... This here needs to get it off. As I found out recently. Right. I'm not gonna say that this is horrendous, but I mean, if you want to get in for, if you want to dive straight in for a good 737, right, and you don't want to spend even as much as the PT3 one, pick yourself up Xplane and pick yourself up, and then go ahead and download the freeware 737, the Zibo 737. So, I was told this aircraft kind of sets the benchmark for what payware aircrafts for Xplane should be. And I was told that this kind of also...
As we go.
Roger. And then I was also kind of told that, wait, where are we direct to now? NASO? Or strike NAVSO? Direct NAVSO? And then after... We're cruising. We are doing a good job with cruising today. I was told that this aircraft was kind of like the fly-by-wire A320 for Microsoft Flight Sim, but a 737 for Xplane. And yeah, but I was also told that it was better though. and it is. It is better. I mean, the fly-by-wire does have systems that are kind of missing, right? But this here is phenomenal. This here is phenomenal. So, I mean, this is payware. I mean, this sets the standard for what payware should be, is what I was told. And, yeah, it kind of does. It kind of really does. And I'm quite thrilled at that. I'm thrilled that I have, quote-unquote, a payware quality aircraft at a freeware price. And, yeah, I am really thrilled about that. So, yay. Maybe James can get on here soon and help us out a little. Alright, direct to Benny, and we'll be direct to Dean Cross, and then Lakey, and then we direct to Newgate, where we will begin our descent into lovely London Heathrow. Can we get G7 left arrival? Yeah. Looking solid. Now, we need to put in the minimums. No clouds detected, nice. So Heathrow's looking much better than this. Alright, we need to put in these minimums, which might take us a moment. Sure, I'm gonna do. Alright, I gotta get used to this. Are we out of this turbulence now? We might be. 277. I think we are out of the storm now. For the most part. Yay! And we didn't set off the cabin alarm today. Which is another massive yay. Alright. Nice. Alright, we can turn on these dome lights to a dim. Don't need them to be on full right now. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. We are still having some. Oh, that's fine. And those wipers, I'll have to try them I'll have to try flying the rain without the wipers, and then I'll have to try them. I'll have to try flying in the rain with the wipers. But those wipers seem to kind of do something, unlike in MSFS, where okay, I'll give MSFS kind of the quote unquote useful factor, but I'll also give MSFS the factor of I'll also take away the realism factor for them, because in real life apparently you can't see squat. So I kind of feel like we don't need wipers anymore. So anyway, I'll give MSFS that. I'll give MSFS that. It does that. It allows the aircraft to be usable kind of for everyone, but once again, two different audiences here, right? So Xplane really targets those who want to fly IFR and long flights with realistic, with quote unquote realistic, with much more realistic physics, right? Microsoft is trying to target an audience that maybe they want to do that, but they also would preserve looks and all that stuff over it, right? So once again, it's two different audiences, right? MSFS targeting those who prefer looks and who prefer maybe some VFR flying. MSFS is really good for VFR flights. I'm not gonna lie about that. right? But X-Planes targeting those who want to fly, like real life procedure, real life aircrafts, or right, real aircrafts, real life procedure. You want to have like the actual challenge of having to deal with the turbulence and right with a real flight model, right? Once again, there's two different audiences. Right. So with that said, that it might be annoying, but it definitely adds a challenge. Definitely adds a challenge. So, and I like with Xplane. One of the things I like is the knowledge of knowing that your ILS and PAPIs are going to be dead on every single time. So, alright, I need to run across the room real quickly. Be right back in a moment. Back. Hey, look, we're waiting to get out of these clouds a little. We can begin to see some lighting. Nice. Nice. Oh, look at that. We can even begin to see some lovely stars. Damn it, I have a small little headache. Right, oh my lord, that turbulence was so bad I forgot to turn off the landing lights. Alright, we are currently direct to Lakey. Then we'll be going, we'll be at landing Heathrow 27 right. Sorry, 27 left. For Heathrow, which means bar is 277. So... fly the standard approach, which I don't think I've ever done a go around on 27 left. I know I've done a few go arounds on 09 left and slash 27 right, but I don't think I've ever done a go around on. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a go around on 09. Sorry, on 27 left. And then on VATSIM, I've never landed 09 right. Because, and apparently that's because it's kind of near impossible to land for them to have Heathrow set up for 27 right, or sorry, for 09 right, just in terms of takeoffs, right. So it's like that. So in case anyone's curious on whether or not you'll ever get a controller that lands 09 right, you won't. It'll always be 09 left. And apparently the reason for that is... Actually, let me go ahead and get Novgraph up, actually. Can we do it through Avi Tablet? Here. Can we do it through Avi Tab? I need the 10.9. Alright, so in case anyone's curious on why. Since we do have access to these charts, that's nice. Alright, so in case anyone's curious on why they can't, on why VATSIM will never land 09 left. Okay, take a look at all three of these other runways. Sorry, they'll never take off 09 left, right? So, take a look at all these other runways. Take a look at the thresholds, right? So, let's see here. We have technically the runway begins here. You have 1, 2, 3, technically 4. Are known as Class Foxtrot things, right? then you over here for 27 left. You have 1, 2, and then you have a bunch of intersection ones for like non-heavy aircraft, right? So you have 1 and 2 right there. Well, technically 3 right there. Then 27 right's even better because you have 1, 2, 3, right? But then you come over here to 09 left, and I'm sorry, you only have the 1, right? And then you have to worry about, now you have to stack up all your departures in a line, which you might think is simpler, but on VATS, so in real life, what they can do is, okay, well, we're direct to Nuger now, so that's fine. So in real life, actually we can go VNAV now. Okay, we can go back to VNAV. So in real life, what they can do is they have actual like departure slots in real life, right? So you can group a bunch of heavies together, then you can kind of build out like maybe like a 5-minute delay, and have like a bunch of non-heavy aircrafts, right? Right. So let's say you have like a bunch of A380s that need to depart around like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right? What you can do is you can group. They can group all those A380s together, right? Rather on VATSIM, let's say on VATSIM it'll be like a jumbled mess, right? So on VATSIM you might have an A320 that needs to depart, then an A380, then you might have another A320 behind that, right? So what would you do? What you'd do is, for all these other runways, what you do is you'd let the 2 A320s go, right? So what you can do is A320 go via, let's say, November Bravo 3. Then, right, you can do those. And then you can do that Super A380. Right, allowing these A320s to avoid the wake turbulence. Rather, for 09 left, you can't really do that. Right, I mean everyone's just in a line. I mean, maybe the A320s can take an intersection departure here from Alpha 1, 2, but I mean, you kind of want to give them their full length, and you have to ask them, are you able for a full length, or are you able for an intersection departure, right? And sometimes that's too much of a hassle, especially if you're dealing with idiots, which you have plenty of on VATSIM, especially at Heathrow, right? So anyway, that's why you're never going to see Heathrow depart 09 left. That's why, in case anyone's curious. And that is why, whenever it says 09 day, you can always assume it'll be 09 left for landing on VATSIM, even if real life they'll use 09 right. Unless it's a single runway operation, in which you can in which they have no issue running, they have no issue landing 09 right. If they've gone down to single runway operation. So. All right. Let me quickly check Discord and make sure there's no messages for me. No grumpy wanting to fly. Grumpy's probably probably waking up about now, if I had to guess. So anyway, we'll land at Heathrow, and then maybe we'll do another flight beyond this, and then we'll call it at night. There's something left in that. Go and just empty out that kettle. I do need another. Oh, yeah. I want. Try to decaf unit anywhere. I don't. That's ouch. You know what? I'm starting to see how this. You have a San Pellegrino. Alright, I have a San Pellegrino in here. Alright, there we go. What's that up there? Having a hard time seeing. Ooh, is that a tad bit of daylight? Let me turn off this kettle just so I'm not wasting electricity. Especially if I'm not going to use it. Alright, let's go ahead and run through checklist real quickly. Descent landing altitude will be 200 and it'll be roughly 250 feet. Okay, done. System. Okay. VREF approach phase will go. Unfortunately, we have to go flaps 40 landing. Okay. 139 knots will be. So that will be 144 knot landing. Okay, bar and minimums. So for the bar, we have 1277. Yeah, checked. Navrad. Thank you for reminding me. So for the Navrad for Heathrow, 27 left. It is. Yeah, we have to do this manually, unfortunately. iOS 27 left. Take that from Buffington. Go, visibility. The METAR says visibility, no clouds detected, so we'll take. I guess it'll be fine. Alright, so it is 109.5. Nice. Nice to see that set that automatically. And then the course is going to be 268 degrees. It'll be 268 degrees. Radar vectors beyond Bovington, most likely. And for those curious, we are not flying on Vatson right now because I'm not really used to Xplane that much. But want to get a little bit better in the 737. We might actually go for a flight on Vatson. I'll have to set that up though. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. By the way, for anyone who's curious, I had a weird issue where the screens were a little too fuzzy. Right, I mean, they were usable, but they were only just barely. For those who need to know how to fix that, turn off anti-aliasing. It's kind of broken. So, that's the best advice for that. You're gonna turn that right the way off. It's kind of broken, so. Welcome aboard, Joe Grumpy. By the way, there's another Grumpy who will probably tune in about an hour. There's another Grumpy. He goes by Grumpy Bus Driver. You're flying an Xplane. We're flying the Zebo 737 in Xplane. We're flying a 737, which I'm not really familiar with the 737 that much. Though I'm getting better with it. We're flying from Edinburgh to London Heathrow. And then we'll probably go... Maybe we'll switch over to some place where there's a little bit more daylight. Maybe we'll go from Frankfurt to Gatwick, see how Gatwick is. Afterwards, I don't know. We'll see if Grumpy's up. We'll see if Grumpy Bus Driver's up. See if he wants to do anything. By the way, next Tuesday is going to be a sweet little treat for y'all. The stream is already scheduled, and I'll go ahead and I might like quote unquote reschedule it, so it's like at the top of the YouTube page. The I'm not flying with Matson yet because I'm kind of still in the. I'm kind of still not great with Xplane. The whole point of tonight is to get me to the point where I am, quote unquote, potentially VATSIM ready. So, because VATSIM, there's a lot of idiots on VATSIM who don't really know what they're doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but not in Xplane, not yet anyway. So, but anyway, next Tuesday, so on the 17th. It will be the 17th, right? Yeah, on the 17th, roughly 7 o'clock Zulu, the Aeronaut Cross the Pond event will be happening. It'll be at least 5 of us. I'll be chatting together. We'll be flying from Baltimore to London Heathrow. So that'll be an event. Are we direct to Tobin now? When is our top descent? I'll go ahead and throw 200, and then we'll begin top descent. No, I'll be using Microsoft Flight Sim. I'll be flying the 777. No, we'll be, no, we'll all be on VATSIM. We'll be, aside from James, who'll be on it, James uses Xplane. James doesn't use Microsoft Flight Sim. We'll be in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I think all of us will be. So far, the roster is me, Grumpy Bus Driver, David / Aeronaut, James, and Clark. So far, it's the 5 of us on the roster. Tricky may or may not be joining us. So, yeah, it'll be a 6.5 hour flight. So, 6.5, probably closer to 7 by the time you include radar vectors into Heathrow. If you intend to join, just let me know. You can send me a message on Discord. If you search RyanFS, you should see both me and I think a Discord server. So just send me a message and I'll go ahead and try to include you in. So that's 7 o'clock Zulu, most likely to arrive at Heathrow around 9 or 10 Zulu. But I'll go ahead and assign you a stand as heavy stands are kind of limited at Baltimore. I'll assign you a stand and I'll assign you and I'll go ahead and assign you what do we call it? A off block time. So I think Grumpy will be going first, and it'll be me, then it'll be everyone else. So off block ranges will be from like 2:15ish Zulu to like 3 o'clock Zulu, something like that. So but yeah, you can go and send me a DM on Discord if you just search up RyanFS. So RyanFS. You should see both a server and a person. So yeah, let me know for certain Sunday if you can join in. As I'm gonna set up most of it on Sunday. You know Oceanic Procedure, right? And also go join the Aeronaut. Become a member on Aeronaut. So. Alright, let's begin our actually, no, I'm going to do something here. I do not know how VNAV is going to work in this thing. I'm going to trust VNAV. I'm going to go ahead and let VNAV descend us today. I'll see how VNAV is. So, yeah, just let me know by Sunday, though, if you can join in. But becoming a member on Aeronaut, please. And do you fly with New Sky? Do you fly with New Sky? Roger, looking. Oh, I need to update here. Discord might have frozen up. You sure? Haven't gotten it. Oh, you might want to search up Ryan FS official. It might be a. That might. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you might want to search up Ryan FS official, not Ryan FS. So. Roger, I'm not seeing any in my thing, so. It might be under. Okay. My like display name's Ryan FS, and so you might want to search up Ryan FS official. So. All right, I'm going to let this thing descend us. I'm gonna see how good this thing is, how good the VNav is in this thing. VNav is one of those things that I've seen not that many get right. I've seen not that many get right in VNav. Yeah, you see it? Okay, it's... Okay. So we'll see. What's our current weight? Current gross weight. Oh, we're below our max. Alright, we got 150 left. Stop it now. Okay, so far though, I'm really liking the VNav system. So far it hasn't mucked up yet. On 5-0 level, stop it. So far it hasn't like really mucked up too much yet, so. Alright, got it. Got it. Yeah, you can just go ahead and send me a message. I'll go ahead and send you the link to my Discord server as well. So. How do I show this again? I'm in no way, shape, or form great with Discord. I'll just copy that link. Alright. There you go. You can go ahead and join that as well. So. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me the Sim's crashing. Don't tell me Xplane's crashing. Xplane has frozen up. Don't tell me. We were doing so well. Do not tell me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking promising. Do not tell me that it's crashing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'll let it do its thing, though. I'll let it do its thing. I'll see if it can recover. But I can't lie. Look at the frames up at the top. They haven't changed. Usually there's at the very least some fluctuation. Look at the PFDs. The thing's frozen. Do you see what I'm seeing, right? Look at my mouse. It's in the loading. I'm not gonna lie, I think any errors for Xplane? I mean, you should see a bar at the top. I'll wait. I'll see if it can recover. We're doing so well as well. We were doing so bloody well. But no, I'm not gonna lie, this is looking... There it goes. We are doing so bloody well as well. I'll see if it can... I want to see if it can, like, quote-unquote, recover it, because we were doing so well. And I'll go from... And if not, then I'll go back to Microsoft. Let's see. Resume last flight. Let's see if it see what this function does. Let's see if it'll do it. Load it once we're with us being airborne. Kind of annoyed that just happened. We were. You know, actually, that's not the first time today that Xplane has crashed. So it had a crash as we were loading up earlier as well. Yeah. We'll see if this thing kind of unquote saved our progress. Which I don't think it did, but we'll see. We'll see if it, quote unquote, saved our progress. It did not.
Sure.
Alright. Oh, we're here. We're back at Eddie now. Want to go get with Heathrow? Because I do kind of want to land at Heathrow. Alright. Let me go ahead and text James real quickly, see if James is up.
Guys, the leader's on board.
Alright. This is... Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know. Damn it. Alright, let me just quickly see if... I might want to reboot the computer, actually. And if that's the case, then I'll... Alright, well, I'll tell you, I think we're done with Xplane for right now. Because I don't really have the desire to do it. Let me see if Grumpy's up. Oh, actually, David should be streaming today. Do you have updates I need to do for this? But Okay, we'll take a look at it in a moment. See, Grumpy's most likely not up. See if there's a positioning flight I can do somewhere. But damn it. Alright. Don't think anyone's up yet. Let me quickly take a look at, see if there's anything we can, like, quote unquote bring home. Because if there's not, then we'll do another flight in Xplane. But if there is, then we can bring home in a like shortish flight. Then I'll go ahead and get back. Then I'll go ahead and switch over. Or not Dakota, UK. A few idle planes. This I thought Grumpy said he gave the Citation X the chop. That's not close at all. At Ian Ekagol, or where's that? Where's that? Open up New Sky real quickly. Ian GM. Shouldn't be that far. I mean, that's Europe, surely. Let's see. It's not Bergen. Oslo. Oh wait, that's an A320 Neo. That can't do that. There's a 737 at Boston that's been there for 43 days. We could go. There's nothing at Baltimore though. I have a 777 at Kennedy that I could bring back to Baltimore. Then, I'm inclined to give this another go, but I don't want to. I'm also inclined not to. Because I don't want to get that far again and then have another sim crash. Let's go Manchester to Heathrow instead. Let's go Manny to Heathrow. Or, no, let's go Manny to Gatwick, actually. New flight. Take this. Wonder if we can do it in the 4K one. We'll go with the, we'll go some. Change location. Manchester. I can't spell. Alright, Manchester. No, maybe we'll do this one on VATSIM. No, maybe. What do we need in order to get VATSIM up on Xplane? It's what? Xpilot and what else? You know, we'll try this out on VATSIM. Yeah, so we need Xpilot, and then what do we need for model matching? And then... Alright, let's see here. We need that. You want to try this out on VATSIM? Oh, that's Russian. No, I'm sorry, I can't go Russian. I cannot do Russian just due to national security reasons. And then we need Bluebird. Or sorry, it is... Bluebell. Oh, it comes with it, okay. Bluebell, model matching. Okay. Let's do it quickly download this. Oh wait, we need to download all these? And let's just get on VATSIM. Let's just get on VATSIM for right now. Run it anyway, I do trust it. Not all of them. Alright, tell me which one to download then. Tell me which one to download. Welcome aboard, Jarrell, by the way. Just the Airbus. What? So just the two buses, the GA, and then the Boeings and helis. And the jets. In the mill. Would have been easier in the props. Just told me to download all of them. Aside from the, you should have told me not. In the repaints. You just told me to download all of them. That's all that is here. In the virtual. The props. Yeah, you could have just told me to download all of them. Because that is all of them. Yeah, I know. Alright, actually, let me get Xpilot. Oh. Wait, let me close Xplane real quickly. Alright. Alright, then you can help me out with installing this. With the, yeah. Next. I do accept. Next. Let's see here. Okay. Browse to the folder where Xplane 12 is installed, so Xpilot plugin can be installed. Leave. Okay. Next. The aircraft, I just used one folder. Alright, give me a moment. I have to set this up ever so slightly. Yes, oh great, I have to put in some stuff. Give me 1 second. Here, let me just put that on this one. Just give me 1 second so I can put in some stuff. I need to put in some information which I do not want to reveal. And you have to give me a second. Sorry, I cannot see chat because this, can I see chat? Yeah. There we go. No. If you install the plugin folder. You have to give me one moment. Okay, and then alright, there we go. Alright, so the microphone is gonna be where is it? It's not that. Don't be that one. It'll be that one. And speaker. It'll also be that one. Okay, apply and miscellaneous. All right. That'll be that one, I believe. There we go. Apply all those. Microphone calibration. All right. How do we do it? This calibration. Oh, nice. It has. Nice. That's nice. All right. All right. Flight plan. I love how it just gives you a nice thing right there. All right now. All right. Help me install these models. All right. So these models all need to go into. Well, they all need to get extracted. Oh, you're telling me you have to go in and individually extract every single one of them? That'll be annoying. Alright, you can help me out now. So, obviously, I feel like I need to extract all these. Extract them all, okay. And then Xpilot, resources, okay. That doesn't seem too bad. I just think they all like. I just think they all need to be in like what they're like weird subfolder, or not like not that are subfolder, but like this folder. Which will be ever so slightly more annoying, but that's fine. And let me close all these. But I feel like I should be able to. Alright. That'll be even more annoying, but they're okay. Only have to do this once, so I'm fine with it. Alright, resources. Alright, you said resources, plugins, Xpilot, resources. There we go. Alright, so I need to put all of these in it, or all, or just the single folder. All right, the folder itself. For all of them. Damn. What? A place. Might have done that twice. Yeah, so I feel like with Xplane now, I feel like it's just a matter of knowing the aircraft. But I feel like I can push fine. I feel like I can, I feel like I am VATSIM ready now. Especially after that flight. Aside, right, I mean, I don't know the 737 that well, but I know it well enough to be able to do it on VATSIM. Alright. Let's hope that Xplane does not crash this time when approaching Heathrow. Alright, let me quickly check VATSIM radar. Manny, there is singular person on the ground at Manny. We'll take stand. We'll go stand. I'll go stand 5-0 at Manny. Right. Yeah, I'll go stand 5-0 at Manny. Confirm. Start flight, and then gotta get that rendered in. In the meantime, I do gotta just quickly make a flight plan and sim brief. Or we'll fly for aeronaut. 3-6 Romeo. We won't do. Yeah, I'll fly for David, despite being in the BA livery. We're not gonna do it on New Sky either. Depart. Manny, arrive. Gatwick. So I believe I said. We're gonna go Manny to Gatwick. Alright. Generate this flight plan. And it should automatically download both of those. Then we get to pre-file this on VATSIM. And then I'm gonna put in the remarks. First flight on XP. Please be
One.
Oh, did I do that? Did I do that wrong? Go into settings. Wait. Plugins. Xpilots. Settings. What? Help. Help.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
Alright. Could use some help here. Um. Yeah, CSL configuration. Alright, let me look up a quick guide for this real quickly. Alright, for Xplane users, so for model matching, okay. Go into resources. Okay. Plugins. Xpilot. Resources. Wait. Is that... Will that do it? Alright. Now I have to restart Xplane, though. That's fine, though. That's fine. I have to go ahead and sign an ATC button, so. Okay, is the latency really that bad? It's supposed to be ultra low latency. The stream settings is ultra low latency. So is the latency like really that bad? Alright, that's good. Notifications. Alright. We're about to do our first ever VATSIM flight on Xplane. So I do feel confident enough to do it. It's the question of whether or not we get there now. Now that I hope we get there. No, we don't know what caused that crash earlier. But I do feel as if, as long as I follow all the checklists, as long as I get the 737 set up correctly, I do feel like I'm good enough for VATSIM. And it's not like I'm joining VATSIM like as like a new user. I mean, how many hours on VATSIM do I have now? Like 1,300 now. Very heavy VATSIM user. So. I know that pilot quality is becoming an issue on VATSIM, but I am not an issue. At least I hope not. Alright, let me go ahead and quickly restart Xpilot. This looks like this is your first time using Xpilot. Before you can connect to the network, must install a CSL model or aircraft model set. Would you like to download and install one now? If you choose no, you'll have to manually. Okay. No, I do already have one that's been done. Okay. Call sign. X3 November Oscar. 36 Romeo. And you're B. 73. And we are connected to VATSIM. Alright. Let's go and get the headset up then. And we need to quickly assign an ATC button in Xplane before we can do anything else. We also need some ground power. Alright, let's see. No, wrong stuff. Yeah, it is right second. I need yoke. Ah, it's already signed. Nice. Alright. Connect to VATSIM. Alright. I find this a little interesting. how that's up there. I'd kind of prefer that to be in a window. Plugins, Xpilot notification settings. Call sign. Is there a way to put that like in an external window? Advanced options. General. Yeah, is there a way to put that in an external window? Because that would be preferable. Because I can put an external window kind of wherever. In the meantime, let's get the aircraft set up. Alright. Settings. Visual effects. First off, let's get some ground power first. Why is this not working? Alright, oh, ground surfaces, I'm an idiot. You can get ground power, set chocks. Get stairs. Alright. Get that on. Get the battery on. Get emergency lights to arm. Am I connected to, wait, what? Plugins, Xpilot. And 22.8, that's what you have, right? Xpilot. Text message console. Okay. Yeah, can we get this, like, externally? And then also... Settings. Miscellaneous. Why does this keep closing? And why did that just move us like that? Alright, so it didn't. Okay, that's just the scenery. Alright. Oh, I think I need to, first real quickly. Okay, file or plugins. Flight. Help. ATC. Manchester traffic, you're not 36 from me without a radio check. Nope. No. Okay, let's see here. Accessibility, maybe. Manchester traffic, you're not 36 from you with a radio check. It doesn't say I'm transmitting either, so aha. Manchester traffic, you're not 36 from you with a radio check. Thank you. Alright. Those to nav. Let's work on getting this aircraft set up, shall we? Once again, this is just fucking awful. So what I need to do is home, settings, awesome. No, it's not awesome displays. EFB brightness is what I'm looking for. Alexa, turn on Ryan's desk. Journal config. Okay, this is just a little too dark is the issue. Alright, it'll take us a minute to get out of here. Alright. Visual effects. EFB brightness. Day. Home. Alright. Disconnect. Because I have no clue what it's doing. Wait, what? There goes RX. I should not have done what I just did. All right.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
Let's continue getting this aircraft set up. Okay. So we have those aligning. Good. All right. So in terms of our fuel, Simbrief says that our fuel, so total fuel we're taking is 7.9, so we'll round that up to, actually that's, round that up to 8 tons. Our, in terms of our payload, taking, total payload is 17. 17,250, so we'll do. And then that means our zero fuel weight is roughly speaking. Wait, what? Payload. Yeah, 17,250. Oh, yeah, estimated zero fuel weight. Yep, that's perfect. Perfect. All right, got that good. Let's go ahead and work on getting this aircraft set up a bit more. In terms of our METAR, once you know Xplane, it does very much feel like Microsoft Flight Sim in a way. METAR for Manchester QNH 980. 980 hectopascals. Okay. Wait, that's one of those things I have to quickly convert as well. For now, I'll just go ahead and match it manually though. Let's see here. Customize. Damn it, did it again. Captain, okay. I need to properly take a minute to figure out the CFB because this EFB I forget where this is. Okay. These here I want this to be switches. Yeah, no, this thing here is missing. I keep making changes to it, but then it doesn't like actually like save them. So I might need to have to do something about that. You know, the HUD I can live without for today. Alright. Let's see here. This EFB displays. I keep forgetting what this is. Visual effects. Realism. Is there realism? Oh. Visual effects. Surely it's in visual effects. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you see how much more useful that EFB becomes. All right, let's begin to get the FMC set up. Put it in it. Go ahead and copy this in. Root request. So TCAS is not on. Spark 2000. can load that in. Hopefully it gets it right. No, it does not. Damn it. Did it even download? Did it even download? Let me just verify it with SimBrief Downloader. You now have to download it again. I do like that added layer of realism, having to actually download the flight plan instead of it just being like in the system already. Again, we can load that. We can load the correct flight plan now. Okay, we can activate it. All right, departure. Someone might have sent me a message on Discord. Not yet. Alright. Unload this, import SimBrief. 05 left. Let's go to Sierra. Yeah, it should have automatically put it in. Alright. Request performance init data. Meantime, oh, we can't even do the flight directions yet. Because those IRS are still aligning. How long? Oh, actually, it might just be. Actually, it might be fine now. It might just be a matter of activating the route. Okay. Load that. It is an active route, right? Yeah, it is. Performance in it. What's your fuel weight is... Or sorry. For how much fuel we're taking? You're taking 8. There we go. Execute that. Use our fuel. Noted. Did this download? Oh wait, we might have to put it in again actually because I did whatever I did. Where's the fuel button? Where is the fuel button? Oh wait, fuel. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, and when? Alright, takeoff. Let's see here. What are we looking like for takeoff? You have to go flaps 10, unfortunately. And we can do, because there's no other. Alright. So it'll be directed takeoff 1 on an assumed temp of 28. Okay. And then we'll just do normal. Perfect that. It'll be flaps 10 takeoff. That automatic calculates trim will be 3.5. Again, quickly set the trim. Probably would have been easier if the hydraulics were actually on, but okay. Alright, so our speeds, those are quite accurate. Alright, perfect. How much longer until IRS are aligned? Because I feel like it's been a minute since the IRS. I feel like it has been a minute. In the meantime, that can go on. That can go on. Take the yaw dampener on here soon. How much longer until these IRS are aligned? Because the route's active, right? Alright, and then for Manchester, it is 26 left, Kidley 1 Golf, ILS. Alright. Route. It is active, right? Yeah, I think it's active. I think we're just waiting on the IRS one. I'll give it another 2-3 minutes. Right, cruising 190, that's fine. Actually, we'll go 140. That's a very, very short flight. Actually, no, 150. Execute that. Alright, you'll Gatwick, perfect. Alright, departure, arrival for Gatwick. I beg your pardon? There we go. Gatwick arrival is going to be ILS 26 left. The radar vector's final, and we'll take that via the Kidley 1 Golf. And we'll just go radar vectors from about Holly. Actually, let me just put in the Willow, but we're not going to do the Willow. Alright. Let's go ahead and start the APU. Meantime, this can go on, and I'll hold off on the beacons for right now. We can get the APU on in the meantime. Hopefully we can get this on. Hopefully we can get the Iris aligned. I can't really see it. Yeah, we are telling me these IRS are not aligned. What's the screen look like? Come on now. Is that one aligning? Come on now. is gonna align. I feel like I might be doing something wrong. Anytime we can take a look at the modeling. Yeah, at least it has a cabin. Close that. Alright. Only one of them still needs to be aligned. One of them is done. Wait. Yeah, one of them is done. The other one still needs to get done. That being the captain, of course. Yeah. So I can't do the aircraft till it's done. But in addition to that, the route is straight up not active. At least I don't think it is. We might have to restart this, unfortunately, because I feel like these are symptoms of this thing just not wanting to work right now. Init index. Yeah, I feel like these are all kind of ready. Sit init. Root. We can try to do it, but I feel like we might need to restart the aircraft entirely due to my idiot move that I made. Load. Execute. Departure arrival. Departure 05 left, Listo to Sierra. Yeah, because even if you look over here, right? First off, it's not really even recognizing that we're on the ground. All right, let's go ahead and restart the aircraft. Or actually, let's go ahead and restart Xplane. Yeah, let's go ahead and restart Xplane. When we can actually aim to do like a proper thing. And actually, that'll be a good time to Alright. Well, actually, on that note, if Xplane's gonna not even be able to quit properly, I'm going to go ahead and restart. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall Xplane. I'm gonna go ahead and restart the computer. I'm going to record my first VATSIM flight onto Xplane, but I'm gonna end the stream here because I'm gonna have to restart the whole computer, and there's no point. With that said, though, we did make good progress today. There's gonna be a whole video of me starting up whatever. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and work with this a little bit more off camera. Well, I also record everything, but in a situation where I can restart my computer without having to, without having to restart the stream, which I will have to do. So anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a very sad but interesting day, and I'll see you all probably tonight. I don't know yet. I might take the night off. I don't know. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next one. So long.